Hello everyone, and welcome back to a video where I don't do any reading. It's just me talking. I'm not sleeping much lately. Foxes have decided to have sex outside my window most evenings. It sounds like they're trying to kill each other. If I'm honest, part of me would prefer that, because if they did kill each other, then they'd be quiet. Actually, no, that's a lie. I don't want them to kill each other. I don't really want to do a bunch of animal corpses. Just wish they'd be quiet. Yeah, so yes, this is another talk video. I'm here to partially moan about the lack of sleep and to talk about other things. The lack of sleep I'm doing okay with, although it does make me very tired in the evenings. More so than normal, you know? Sometimes it's like I'm just extra sleepy at the moment because of the noise. I mean, I don't need help waking up in the night because I do that enough now. I mean, sometimes it feels like I'll wake up 3, 4, 5 times in the night and just go back to sleep. Sometimes I dress, not all the time, because then I would be worried, but occasionally there are times. So I don't need help with that. I don't need animals making loud noises, but I can't really complain, because, you know, if you destroy an animal's habitat to make a place for us to live, then they're going to live with us. Simple as, really. So I can't really say too much. They're just trying to survive, as we all are, really. I don't wish them harm, just wish they'd be quiet. That's all. I mean, I've shouted at them a couple of times to be quiet, but it doesn't seem to work. I'm not sure they're just being noisy on purpose or whether they just don't really understand. The second is more likely than the first, obviously. But, excuse me, itchy forehead. But what can you do? Anyway, that wasn't why I started this video tonight. I wanted to start this video because, well, firstly because I'm reaching that period now where I'm getting a bit bored of everything again. You know? It's like new me and old me are fighting, you know? The old me is clinging to the old ways because old me doesn't want to, you know, disappear, although old me won't really disappear. Old me will always still be here. And new me will just be taking charge for a bit, you know? It's like when you grow up. As I was saying before I interrupted myself. It's like when you grow up, you save up money and move out and do adult things. See, I never quite done that bit. I mean, I've done half the adult things, but I never really moved out or branched out on my own because if I'm honest, I always had excuses, you know? It's always like, you know, I'll do this, you know, when I meet someone, I'll do the other thing, you know, when that other thing happens. But those things never happened. In fact, I had an excuse to, you know, just be me and stay me forever and ever and ever. But if I'm honest, there is a big part of me that fears all this, you know. I spoke about it in a previous video, but it's worth bringing up again because the fear is there, you know. The fear of the unknown. And that's always been my thing. I've always liked what I've known. Much as I crave adventure and I crave from holidays and going places I haven't seen before, but at the same time I want to go somewhere I've been before and know I like. But the funny thing is, you got to try new things before you find the things that you're willing to settle on. It's like a holiday destination. You know, you can go there if you really like it, you can go there and enjoy yourself each time. But at one point in your life, you went there for the first time ever, not knowing what was there and loving it. It's like me in Strasbourg. First time I went, I was a complete unknown. Second time I went, back in 24, actually, I went in May 24, so that's almost 2 years ago now. That's a depressing thought. Doesn't feel that long ago. Shows how much time I've, you know, wasted since then. Anyway, as I was saying, I went there for a second time because I was looking for a cheap holiday. Actually, I wanted to go to Cornwall, somewhere like that, but it was so damn expensive. I was paying, I think Cornwall, I was looked at prices, like almost £100 a night for a travel lodge. That's just a room, that's just a bed, a bathroom and a TV, really. You don't even get free Wi-Fi there, you got to pay extra. Yeah, I could fly to Strasbourg, get a room with a fridge, a microwave, cooking, a proper cooker, proper hob cooker, you know, all the cooking stuff, my own shower, everything else, and free Wi-Fi, and for all that I got it for almost half the price. So I ended up going back somewhere I really loved. I don't regret it because I loved it. And I got to explore a little bit more. I didn't explore as much as I hoped because I tend to be an idiot and, you know, don't do half the things I say I want to do or plan to do. But it was a great holiday and I have no regrets. None at all. But it goes back to the old battle within me and in some of you, because I know last time I mentioned this, a few people commented on it. So I think it's worth bringing up again. Because it's like the fear of the new. The old you doesn't want to give up to the new you. So the old you sings in the power, even if it does cause detrimental harm to future you. But that's because old you is just scared. It's not malicious. It's not being selfish by trying to stay on top. It's just generally terrified of what might happen. I mean, how many of us would, you know, cling on to something, you know, due to a fear of not what might come afterwards? As far as I know, old me is worried that new me will take over and old me will just get, you know, shot or taken out back and hung. You know, like a revolution. But it doesn't have to be a violent revolution, you know. It can be a clean one. I think the term is velvet revolution, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I have to look that up. Actually, I'll probably look it up after this and, well, if there's something worth reporting on, I'll let you know. Hello everyone, this is slightly later James and different angle James actually too. Just wanted to quickly let you know that Velvet Revolution is not a type of revolution. It was the name of a revolution. It specifically the revolution that occurred in Czechoslovakia in 1989, which was a peaceful transition of power from one party government rule against which was headed by the Communist Party of Czechoslovakia at the time, to multi-party democratic elections to the modern Czechoslovakia, or actually it's two nations now, Czechia and Slovakia, two nations. I just had a quick reader because I had to let you know what it actually was. It also turns out they also had a very amicable divorce as well, Czechia and Slovakia, which is nice. Normally when countries separate, there's usually, you know, genocide involved. Still nice, but yeah, the term stands though. What I'm looking for is a velvet style revolution within myself and yourself. You know, where we just, one becomes the other. One doesn't replace it, it does replace it, but replaces it at the top, but the other still exists within its own place, you know? So it's not as if old me is going to be taken out back and shot or anything. Old me is just going to have a different job, that's all. And new me will be in charge. So that is what I meant. So back to the video now. Anyway, the battle between old me and new me. And I have made improvements. I've made a fair few improvements in my life, and damn, my forehead keeps itching tonight. Sorry about this, people. It's awkward, I know. But sometimes when I do these videos, I can't stop itching. And I have no idea why. But it shouldn't be nerves, because I've been doing this for almost a year now, talking in front of the camera. And I thought after a few months the itching would stop, because eventually I get over my nerves, because people are watching these videos, people are clicking the like button and they're commenting. I mean, one of my videos actually has a dislike, which I think is bizarre. Don't know why anyone would like. I mean, actually 2 of my shorts have a dislike as well. But it shows that, you know, I'm out there doing something, people are actually watching. Not that the dislikes really bother me at the moment, because it's just a dislike. It's not like a comment telling me to, you know, unalive myself or anything. Although they probably will come when I get more, if I ever get more popular. I'm not looking forward to that. Really not. Actually, here's the thing. If you're a loyal fan, you don't have to leave a positive comment, but if you see someone leave something negative, like, I mean really horrible and negative, saying something like, you know, you should unalive yourself or something to me, you should let them know how horrible they are, because that would really make my day. Of course it's not mandatory, but it would be nice. It's always nice when you see someone is fighting in your corner for you. Actually, I've said this a few times actually, but do you any of you like have vlogs? Hope so. It's very refreshing. It's very therapeutic as well, talking to a camera like this, because there's no one in real life who I really feel that comfortable talking to like this. So I talk to you people like this, and it does make me feel better, and it does allow me to track my progress, because all my videos are on there still, and I have occasionally watched 1 or 2. Well, watched a few I should say, not just 1 or 2, but just to so I can compare progress. And sometimes it's really visible, other times it's not. It's like, take my stomach quickly, I'm not going to show you all of it, but just look at this. Right now my stomach feels huge, like more than normal. It's not, because the clothes I wear are still pretty good. I mean, this jumper is really good. I ain't worn jumpers like this for years. Today I wore my long black coat and it wasn't tight. So that means I am losing weight despite how it appears here. You know, look at that. You know, looks like I'm carrying life inside there or something. I could be anyway, tiny life anyway. Yes, sorry, I've got myself distracted. As I was saying, it's hard sometimes not to see the progress you make. And I'm making progress. I mean, I'm still jogging 5k in the mornings when I can, weather permitting. Although it's hard at the moment. It's hard at the moment to get a full week in. And the fact that I can do that amazes me, because when I first started, I didn't think I ever would. You know? And it does make me feel good. As I said before in another video, I am getting better. I really am. I mean, I still understand that I've got a long way to go. The battle is never ending, really, but I've started and I'm getting there. So things are getting better. Things are looking up for me this year. You know, some might actually work out. I actually feel quite happy thinking about it. And for once, I'm not really feeling overly depressed bringing this stuff up, because normally I tend to avoid this sort of thing. Because talking about it makes me think about it, and thinking about it just makes it harder to sleep. Well, you know what it's like when the negative thoughts overwhelm you and it's just hard and impossible to sleep. But I am getting better, and I'm getting better. I know that. It's hard to tell sometimes. But then again, if you live with yourself every day like I do with me and you do with yourself, it will be hard to see the progress. It really will. But we're getting there. I'm getting there, and I know you, again, yes, you, especially you, you're doing great, by the way. You're doing absolutely amazing. Alright? If anyone tells you otherwise, they're either lying or stupid. Maybe both. Who knows? Not that it really matters, because the important thing is what you think. Anyway, I lost my track of thought now. I do this sometimes when I do these videos. Anyway, I think I might have to finish this here actually, because I've said everything I wanted to say. But at the same time, I don't want this video to only be within the 13-minute range, because that's just unlucky, you know. So I may keep this up a bit. And I did say I was going to check something. Can't remember what it was. Anyway, actually no, I'm just going to finish this here now. So I love you all. Please take care of yourselves and let me know how you're doing, okay? Bye.